Do you know that there are certain things that happen when you be consistent in your prayer life as a servant of God, as a believer? God bless you, child of God. You need to understand that when we are talking about prayer life, this is an atmosphere whereby you are being consistent with intimacy. You are building a strong intimacy between you and God. When we are talking about prayer life, a consistent prayer life, you need to understand this is the atmosphere, this is the altar when you are building a strong foundation between you and God. And there are statistic things that happen when you be consistent in the altars of prayer, when you be consistent in the circle of prayer. Now listen, you need to understand a prayer is a divine conversation, a divine communication, a divine meeting between you and the supreme being, the mighty man about to, the Messiah that controls the heavens and the earth. So when a man be consistent in the circle of prayer, you need to understand that this is the realm where you are building a strong foundation, a strong inbuild, a strong root between you and God, in order for you to pull to the higher realm in the spirit, in the circle of God, in the circle of salvation, in the circle of the Holy Spirit. You need to understand, number one thing that happens when you be consistent in prayer is that is to say, you build a strong foundation between you and God, a strong relationship between you and God, because a prayer is a way of building a conversation. It's a divine meeting between you and the Holy Spirit. So when you be consistent in the altar of your prayer, it builds a strong foundation between you and between your relationship of you and God. And the second thing that happens when you be consistent in the circle of prayer, it makes the Holy Spirit never too far from you. It makes heavens to recognize you, to recognize your activity. Do you know that the way you used to know people in the community, the place where you live in, the street where you live in, that is how people are also being recognized in heaven. That is how people are also being noticed in heaven. You need to understand, when you be consistent in prayer, in the circle of prayer, in the circle of salvation, it builds, it makes you to be recognized in heaven. Whenever you call upon the Messiah, whenever you call upon the Holy Spirit, it will always be there for you because your voice is already familiar in heaven. The third thing that happens when you be consistent in prayer as a servant, as a Christian, as a believer, as a fellow, as a saint, apostle, and a prophet, when you be consistent, when you are building a consistent intimacy between you and God in the altar of prayer, it makes the devil to give you a high chance of disconnection and demarcation. It makes the devil to be far away from you. Prayer, when we are talking about building your spiritual intimacy, your spiritual foundation, your spirit foundation, prayer is the number one. That is to say, it's the first thing. You cannot abandon prayer. You want to build your spiritual life. You cannot abandon the altar of prayer. You want to build. You want to be closer with God. You want to be a friend of Jesus. You cannot abandon. Even Jesus Christ prayed. The Son of God, the only begotten Son of God, he prayed. And he told us that prayer is the key. So the third thing that happens when you be consistent, it pulls the fire of God be activated and never burns down in you. And the fourth thing that happens when a man be consistent in prayer life is that it authorizes your tongues. It makes your tongue, it intensifies your tongues to have an authority. It puts the authority that God has placed in your tongue to activation. These are the four things that happen when you be consistent in prayer life. God bless you, child of God. If this video bless you, kindly do well to subscribe to this page. Like this video, because when you do so, you are making this video to get to a greater number of people. Leave a comment below and share this video. Stay tuned on this channel. God bless you.